My name's Salim Siddiqui. This is Hot Conflict. And most of you have no idea what you're even talking about. You think you understand how crazy things are, but let me tell you right now at this moment, my father is dead. He is gone. I have buried him. He is not here with me, and he has left. And as his son, I'm testifying openly. He has gone from this world, and he left him, his family, me, his son, and all of us, nothing. He died, and he left us nothing. I am his son, and I testify on this earth. I raise my right hand, and I swear by it. And if anybody wants to bring evidence over mine, they better be able to bring the proof and testify. My father's gone, and he left us nothing. Now, don't hang on. Nothing lasts forever but the earth and sky. It slips away, and all your money won't another minute buy. Dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind. You see, it's still the 2000s. I'm in Houston going to law school, and my father's not dead. He's alive. And I'm not even with him. If anybody has the right to be confused, if anybody's story is strange, if anybody is more lost than me, then let him claim it, because I'm confused and I don't understand. I mean, my father was dead, and then he's brought back to life, and he loses his heart, and then he gets another one, and now he's alive, and he's in Canada, and I'm in the States, and I'm not even allowed to go see him, because if I leave, I might not be able to get back in. See, and I'm supposed to be having a plan, and I'm supposed to be working things out. Everything's changed now. We've sold all of our property, and whatever little property we have left, I'm trying to slowly sell it off, and I'm taking student loans, and I'm fully invested in the educational system, and I'm going to law school. I'm hoping that the long plan works out. And I'm starting to think, I need to start doing real estate, get into some real estate projects, start dealing in interest. Now's the time. There's a real estate bubble, interest rates, financing is easy. I really know this stuff. It's time for me to really start playing the game. And I'm hoping and praying that my father gets a little bit better, and he's going through all of his different checkups, and there's a chance soon that he's going to be good enough that he won't need a checkup for a long extended period, and he might be able to come visit us in Houston and travel to the States. And I'm doing everything I can. I'm staying away from people in the community. I'm staying away from the mosques and the organizations, and I don't want to have anything to do with anybody because I'm not interested in what they're doing. Stay away from me. I'm not the guy you're looking for. And people other than me are having it even worse off, and people that I know are being interrogated. People are being picked up on immigration problems, being put in jail for having a weapon or being illegal with a possession. And people that I know, other people who had gone through naturalization and done different processes and even become American citizens, they're being interrogated, and the FBI's threatening to denaturalize them. And I'm sometimes wondering, should I become an American citizen? Well, this is happening all around me. I'm really confused. See, because I actually am studying the law, and I actually know what I'm talking about, and I actually found something. Didn't I, brothers and sisters? I found something. I said I found something. I said I was looking for something, and I'm a strange person. I'm really weird, and I'm reading these old documents and reading the original Constitution and reading the Declaration of Independence, and I'm reading the Federalist Papers and the original writings of many of the Founding Fathers, and I'm finding out that those guys were crazy. Those guys were insane. Some of the things that they say and some of the things that they talk about and what it was that they were looking for. Those guys were even crazier than me. And yes, brothers and sisters, many of them, oh so long ago, hundreds and hundreds of years ago, they were searching for something, and they came here from Europe, fleeing from something. And many of them were master masons. And many of them claim that America was exactly what they were looking for. Those of you who listen to the story of truth, the story from beginning to end, I gave you a clue years ago. And Adam said it to his sons. We are at war. Your enemy is unseen. And when he comes at you, you won't even know that it's happening. There is a dark and there is a light. You must choose the light. And there it is, oh brothers and sisters. I have told you, there is always two sides. And if you go back and look, you will find that amongst many of what they call the Founding Fathers, that their original intent, and what they sought, was light. And those who truly seek light, no one can stop them. But I don't understand what you're talking about. You see, I want to see my dad, and I'm waiting for that call. The call comes, and I'm expecting him to show up, and the Customs and Immigration refuse to allow him entry. Your old man's on the no-fly list. He's what, 60-something years old? A heart transplant patient. Got all the documents from the hospital saying that he's got approval from them to travel and he's allowed. He's on a restricted schedule. He has to be back by a certain date. There's no reason that he would ever stay in the United States or extend his stay. He's got all the paperwork and documentation. But they refuse him entry. You see, I'm upset, and I'm mad, and I have reason to be angry, but the problem is I don't know who to be angry at. I'm angry at my father. Why? Because he isn't coming to visit me. Is it his fault? No. My dad's alive, they say. People ask me, I see them around, they see me on the mosque or once in a while in a place, and they say, hey, Salim, your father, Brother Shamshad, he's alive? Yes. He had a heart attack, right? Yeah. But now he's better, alhamdulillah, thank God, yeah. His heart was bad, now he got a new heart? Yeah, now he got a new heart, alhamdulillah, thank God. And it hurts. Yeah, my dad's alive, maybe. What's the difference? He's not with me. I gotta keep myself in check, otherwise I'm gonna lose my mind. You know, it's been a long time, brothers and sisters. I'm going to be honest. I've been so involved in dealing in interest and dealing in loans and studying the law and trying to understand what the game is and paying attention to nothing else that it's been a long time since I frequented the masjid. I mean, sometimes I'll go into a little dinky masjid, high in the back, barely make it for Jummah, but I got to be honest. I don't want to be involved in anything. Even when I did, every once in a while, go into the masjid, people are like, hey, you're visiting Houston? What's going on? Where you live in Houston? You're in Toronto, right? No, I live here in Houston. Really? Yeah, nobody even knows I'm here. I'm not involved in anything. You go into the masjid one night, walking in, this brother comes up to me, Brother Salim, hey, you're the guy we're looking for. Come here. What? I'm not the guy you're looking for. I'm thinking to myself, the sheikh wants you. What sheikh? I don't know any sheikhs. Leave me alone, right? I just came in just for one day just to go pray because I was feeling so guilty. There's the sheikh, Sheikh Razi. He's a bigwig from Al-Azhar University. He's a visiting sheikh now in the masjid in my local area. You see, 10 years ago when I was in the local area, when I was giving the sermons and stuff, this was just a little masjid, a little house converted into a prayer hall for Fridays. Now it's 2000, 2003, 2004, 2005. The masjid is huge. Largest masjid in Houston. Visiting sheikhs from Egypt stationed as resident scholars in the mosque. Reciters of the Quran from abroad. You see, money had come from different places, and now funding was being brought in, and foreign scholars were there, and the sheikhs from Al-Azhar are now being welcomed by the local community to be the local resident scholars, and the money's gotten different, and now the community's growing up. I'm in the masjid, and to be honest, I don't know who any of these people are. I don't know most of these people. When I was growing up, I kind of knew everybody. Everybody knew me. But now there's all kinds of people, and I don't really even know who all these people are. And the sheikh's asking for me. I look and I see it's the same sheikh from Al-Azhar from 10, 12 years ago who was visiting, who was one of the ones who approved my application to go to Egypt. And he actually recognizes me. He pulls me over. He says, listen, we're doing the session after prayer, after Maghrib. I give the session in Arabic, and I want you to translate. I say, no, Sheikh, there's got to be somebody more qualified than me. There's got to be somebody better at translating than me. He says, no, you're the guy I'm looking for. All right, so I do the translation and give the basic explanation. He talks, a few question answer, and I just give the English translation, and it's not really a big deal. One night we're leaving, and the sheikh says to me, you went to Egypt, you went to Saudi, you went to all these different places. When you came back, did you bring back any books with you? I said, yeah, of course, alhamdulillah, thank God I had the opportunity to buy books, brothers and sisters. I love books. I got a bunch of books, of course. He says, I need a book. I need Ibn Kathir's history. Now, Ibn Kathir is somebody that I mention all the time. We talked about Ibn Kathir's tafsir, the exegesis of the Quran, or the explanation of the Holy Quran. We talked about the stories of the prophets by Ibn Kathir. This time he says, I need the last volume of Ibn Kathir's Bidayah wa Nihaya, a common history book by Ibn Kathir, the same scholar. I need the last volume. Do you have it? I said, yeah, of course. I get home that night, take out the last volume, give it to him next time I see him. Not a big deal at all. Or so I think. My name's Salim Siddiqui. This is the strangest story you've ever heard.